Hi everyone, I'm on a working holiday in a little village here in Portugal, my first European summer, and I've just decided that I want to record a video for you to walk you through some of the changes to Spoonflower's new design, upload and edit process. So some of the new screens and interfaces. Some of these changes are really great, so I just want to walk you through them, and I'll also create a little cheat sheet that you can download so that you can refer to it easily. I quickly want to preface this video by saying that by the time you watch it, more things may have changed. I know that there are many of you who aren't in my membership but also don't have time to go onto Spoonflower and find out kind of what's happening. So I just wanted to bring you all up to speed. All right, I don't want to take up too much of your time, so let's get into it. So I think how I'm going to do it is just really walk you through the interfaces. Now, since this new design, upload and edit process has been rolled out, there have been even more changes to these interfaces, so I think it's just easier if I just kind of walk you through everything really quickly. The first change compared to the old way that we uploaded is that we can now upload 10 files. We used to be able to upload only up to 8 files, and each of those 10 files can be 40 megabytes in size, whereas previously it was 8 files, 40 megabytes total for those 8 files. So this is really exciting. Up to 400 megabytes total for your 10 files that you want to upload. You can no longer upload TIFFs, it's only JPEGs and PNGs that are accepted now. So I've grabbed 10 files, and you obviously need to say that you own them and that you're not infringing on anyone's copyright, blah, blah, blah. Hit agree and continue. And this feels like it's taking ages to upload, or it's feeling like it's taking ages to agree to this, to what's written here. However, the spinning wheel is how long it's taking to upload your files, which you will see is a lot quicker than the previous upload process. So that's done for 10 files. That used to take ages. Now you can choose to edit each design individually. You can see they're all here. I don't tend to scroll down to the bottom. I tend to just go straight away, edit designs in Design Library, or you can click this nifty button, which allows you to edit designs in new tabs, which is what I tend to do. So that's opened my 10 designs up into new tabs, which that takes a little while, but it's, you know, you don't have to sit and do a whole heap of mouse clicks to have them open up in 10 tabs. And then I like to keep this one open as well in case I want to open them all up in the design library. That's just how I kind of operate. I don't mind having a whole bunch of tabs open. Okay, this is the new interface. I'm going to move myself over here. I didn't bring my mouse with me, so I'm a bit uncoordinated. All right, this is our little thumbnail, and you click the pen icon here. This is how you change how you want your thumbnail to look. This is how you obviously do a file revision, so replace file. Clicking on more, you can download the current file, or you can delete your design listing. Over here it's telling me that I haven't proofed this design. It's telling me the pixel dimensions of the design, which may or may not matter because you may resize it. It's currently set to private, of course. Up here in the browser window in the address bar, that is the design ID, the unique design ID, which is private for now. This is where I will set it for sale, but it's telling me I have to proof it first. And then scrolling down, edit title and search. So now we've got the title. The title is now restricted to 3. It has to be a minimum of 3 characters and a maximum of 75 characters. You shouldn't need more than 75 characters. We are also limited in what symbols we can include in our title, and even since yesterday, they've added some more symbols. So yesterday, I could not add parentheses or brackets, but we can now. So they've updated that, which is great. But some of my design titles have forward slashes. I can't have those anymore. You do not need to go and change any of your existing designs. Over time, as you go to update those designs or make changes to, say, the title or the tags or the description, you will need to remove any special characters that are not allowed before you're able to hit save. If I leave those in there, scroll down, I cannot save until I have resolved this error message here. So now we can have hyphen, apostrophe, quotation marks, ampersand, and parentheses. Okay, but 75 characters in total. And then description, it's always been 150 characters, but previously if you put in more than 150 characters, it didn't cut it off or truncate it in the interface. Now it won't let you put in more than 150 characters. So if you've put in 200 characters before, and in the old interface, you'll go to that design and you'll see that it's actually been cut off at 150. Now we see it in the back end when it gets cut off, which is good. Now, tags. The way we add tags is different slightly. So we can still type them in, but you'll see if you're in the habit, a bit of muscle memory, and you type a tag, then hit comma, then hit space, you get a message saying tags must be between 2 and 20 characters. That's just because you don't need to hit space anymore, but that can take a little bit of getting used to if you've been typing tags for a lot of years. You can still type your tags in another document and paste them in. We also have these drop-down lists to choose from as well. And these are kind of good prompts to select a style. What style is your design? You can select more than one. You can click on the list and you can just type a letter to choose which one. You can click on the list and start typing. And can I hit enter and do that, Seth? Yes, and you can also hit enter. So you don't have to use your mouse or your trackpad constantly. You can use a lot. You can do a lot just using the keyboard, which is great. Now I'm just tabbing. I'm just learning some things now. Tabbing, and and that's going to each X. Yes, okay. So I'm hitting tab and then enter, and that is actually allowing me to delete them. Gee, that's good. All right, patterns and techniques. So there's a whole list here as well, and same thing. You can select different ones. All right, but I don't want those ones, so I'm going to go like that. Oh, I like that little hack now. Okay, seasons, holidays, and occasions. Again, just another list here to help prompt you to add a variety of tags. Okay, I've gone and grabbed, I've gone and put some tags into a separate document. So this is just a sticky note on my Mac. And you can see I've got some spaces after commas, some I don't. And I just want to show you what happens. So I'm going to select all those, and I am going to hit Control V in the free text tag field. And you'll see that some tags were auto-categorized under their respective categories. So if you're wondering why they're not in here, they've just popped up to where you could have selected them from a list. But you don't actually need to select any from these lists if you don't want to, or like I said, sometimes it's more streamlined. If you've uploaded a lot of designs that have a similar kind of aesthetic, then you can do this copying from a separate document and pasting them in and not having to click on each of the drop-down lists. But I do love that we can still add in our own tags using free text. We can also click in here, as you can see, and scroll through all the lists all together. Now, mature content, I am not familiar with it because I don't upload it, but here is the checkbox. This is where you can add it to your collections. Again, you can type rather than using your mouse or your trackpad. Additional details, these are now limited as well. I don't know that they were limited before, but it says here 255 characters or less. So pretty simple. And then you just click save. What if you want to change the scale? You can do it here. So by clicking on edit, and now you can see that you are editing your repeat over here. Here are your options. You can use the slider to adjust the scale. You can type in a particular width. So at the moment I have my scale, my measurement set to inches, imperial. So this is showing as inches, or us Aussies, you might like to use centimeters, or everyone else in the world apart from the US, the metric system. So we've got rulers here showing metric measurements as well. I've gotten used to inches now. You can choose to say, okay, I only want it 50%. Just remember to hit save. You can preview the fabric on any width. So you've got the 42-inch fabrics, 52-inch fabrics, 54-inch fabrics. That is easy as well. You could previously only, when they first deployed the new uploader, you could only view 1 yard by the width. But now, in response to feedback, you can now view up to 4 yards, which is handy because if, like me, some of my designs are spread across 2 yards and I have a message to say you need to order this over 2 yards. So this is good that now I can see my designs over the 2 yards. Then you can click save. And exactly the same for wallpaper. So click on edit and you can have that a different scale to your fabric if you want. I'm trying to get in the habit of trying to make them the same scale in case somebody wants to order fabric and wallpaper at the same scale. That has caused some issues for me in the past, but you can have them different. All right, so this looks like it is a swatch, but it's not. It's actually the width of one roll of Spoonflower wallpaper, which is 24 inches. And then this is 16 inches high. A swatch is only 12 inches high. So whatever you see here, it's if you've got a different kind of design that's more of a hero or something, you're not going to see 4 of those inches if you print a swatch. So this threw me off a little bit to begin with. You can also have a look at 2 rolls wide by switching it down here. So that is showing us 2 rolls, and this is what it looked like when they first deployed these new interfaces. We had nothing to gauge it on. I definitely submitted feedback. I would say I wasn't the only one, but I was looking at this and going, oh, this doesn't really help me gauge the size of the design. So they kindly added a mock-up again, and this is the mock-up here. So you can toggle it on and off by using the checkbox. It's kind of enough to get a bit of an idea. Again, you can use the slider scale over here. You can set your repeats, whichever is available depending on the type of pattern repeat you've uploaded and the size. You can again change it to centimeters or inches, and if we go back to 1 roll, you'll just see less of the mock-up, but it still gives you a bit of an idea. And then after you've made your changes, you just click save and it does its business. And that's all you have to do. So any changes that you make to the scale of the fabric will affect all of these other fabric products. Now, in the old interface, there used to be a menu over on the left here that allowed you to click on View All Products, and that is how you would go and download a bunch of mockups very easily. Now we don't have that button, so the quickest way to navigate to see your design on all Spoonflower products is to go to the Buy button for fabric, and then scroll down and click on Home Decor. Not Wallpaper, you have to click on Home Decor. And it always lands you at Kitchen and Dining, but if you scroll up, you'll get all the wallpaper as well. So now you can have a look at how your design looks on, it looks very tiny, this design, how it looks on all the products. Now you can see here I have a little icon that says L. And this is a special browser extension for the Chrome browser that one of my Power Sellers Academy members' husbands created that allows us to download the mockups really, really quickly. If you want to use them in your marketing or if you have a drop shipping store, this is the quickest way to download your mockups, and I will link that tutorial for you. Okay, coming back to the design, edit and layout page. To mark it for sale, you do need to proof it. So you just click on Not Proofed and go to the digital proofing tool. How good is this tool? Now I have, again, another tutorial that can walk you through this. Okay, I'm not going to walk through this now because I can link that tutorial. I'm going to say it looks good. Okay, and now you can mark it for sale. And to do that, we just click for sale, and you can choose to sell it on wallpaper and fabric and all home decor products, or you can just choose one or the other. So if you have a contract with a fabric manufacturer, maybe you can still sell your designs on wallpaper on Spoonflower, so that's where this comes in really handy, or vice versa. We'll mark it for sale on both. Or if I had uploaded a design for a tea towel or a wall hanging, you no longer have to do a special tag anymore. You can just click this nifty button and it will only sell it on those products. So no need for the special tea towel tag anymore. I'm going to hit save, and now that is for sale. But I'm going to make it private again because I don't really want to list this for sale with this non-descriptive title. And we're just testing. Now currently there is still no fast way to mark your designs for sale. You can't go and do it all in list view anymore and mark a whole bunch of them for sale at once. Perhaps that will change. I know that they needed to kind of, I figure that they needed to remove that option because people were getting around the 50 designs for sale a week, or I think at the time they were getting around the 25 designs for sale a week, so they just had to remove that option altogether. I'm hoping they will bring it back because right now we do have to open up every single design and tediously mark them for sale this same way and proof them all, mark them for sale this same way. So it is a little frustrating, but I'm hoping it's just temporary. Now, a couple of things on the customer or shopper side of the website that have changed, and definitely for the better. Now, when a customer is either just browsing the website or if they've done a search, they will see that when a design has multiple color options, they will see these in the search results. So pretend I've done a search. I'm just browsing from the fabric, just general fabric bestsellers at the moment. So they'll see them there, but they'll also see your designs looking like this when they get their search results. They can instantly see at a glance when a design has multiple color options. And the customer can, they can instantly see that if they like the design, but maybe they'll like it in this pink color, and they can click on that and automatically be taken to the pink version or the pink color option of that design, which is a really great improvement. Now I'm going to put my software design hat on here, and I'm going to assume, I don't know for sure because I'm not on the design or build team at Spoonflower, but I'm going to assume that for your design to show these color options here, you probably need to have had your design color options grouped on the listing as well. So even though this only shows up to 16 color options here and this shows up to 24, I still think this probably needs to happen for this to happen. I don't know, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what makes sense to me in my software design mind. Now, to get this to happen, I do have a blog post telling you or guiding you through the things to give you the best chance for this to happen. So one of the things is you want at least 3 color options for them to be grouped. 2 color options won't be grouped, but 3 will be. So that's a handy tip. And I'll link the blog post below. It's still not perfect. It still doesn't always group them. Sometimes you do still need to get in contact with Spoonflower, but I've got some tips there to help you, give you the best shot at getting them grouped. And then, ideally we want this to happen because it makes it easier to perhaps entice the shopper to make a sale from you. Now, say I wanted to buy this design on Wallpaper. I'll navigate to Wallpaper. Previously, there was a drop-down list where the customer had to, click on the drop-down list, and then they were presented the same way they are with fabric still. You'd see the 6 types of wallpaper bases. But now, instead of going through that, which is a bit tedious, it was information overload, and customers may not have even seen that there was silver and gold and grass cloth available if they didn't scroll through all the options. At a glance, customers can now see the 6 different options that they can have this design printed on. So I think that's a really great addition and just lowers the friction to get customers to choose different bases and get them to check out with that base. So I really like that as well. And whichever one they click on, it will be shown. Like, look how fast this is. I'm clicking on gold and I'm looking at how the design looks at on gold. Previously, it was multiple mouse clicks for the customer to view a design on the different bases. And again, now I want to have a look at it on this color. So it's just a lot more user-friendly for the shopper, which it should work towards helping increase sales and increase conversions, and definitely increase product awareness. Now, I even love this. Choose a wallpaper. There's a little instruction here. Non-pasted traditional application for kitchens and bathrooms. Great. Pre-pasted, easy to install, easy to remove, water activated. Peel and stick, high quality paper for simple DIY installation. These are all great ways of communicating information and selling points, really, and helping customers choose what types of wallpaper they might like. And before we wrap up, I just want to draw your attention to Spoonflower's Autumn Winter 2024 Trend Report. I don't know why, but I have trouble opening the Spoonflower blog on Chrome, so I've had to open up, what am I on, Firefox to look at this. I probably need to clear my cache or delete my cookies or whatever. I don't want to do that, so anyway, let me know if you experience that problem too. But yes, They have sent out a new trend report. I wish that they came out for spring summer, but we didn't seem to get one. But we've got autumn winter, so that is great. And I'll include a link to that as well in the cheat sheet that you can go and download. Almost forgot. There's been quite a lot of changes. This is why I wanted to do this video. Now, Spoonflower Pro is no longer. They now have Spoonflower Plus program. Very similar, but there are a few changes. No more half price swatches, which I am very sad about. That was a great deal. I don't know why they've removed it, but they have. And a slight price increase. So it's gone up $50, but you still get half price rush shipping. You still get free standard shipping around the world still. And faster production times. It's meant to be. I think sometimes they will still be in line with just current or regular production times, but I would say when they're getting busy, they will prioritize people who have the Plus membership. And of course, one interesting thing that I did note is that they are actually in the FAQs, they are calling out to people who have dropshipping stores. So you probably know that I have a course on teaching you how to dropship Spoonflower products through your website or on Etsy. Now, in light of this change, I'm going to be rewriting this course. I've actually started rewriting this course, and hopefully I will record it soon, now that I'm a bit more of a pro at recording lessons. And so I'm going to go into all of this in the course. But what I liked is that they're actually calling out e-commerce stores. So where are we? Here. How will Spoonflower Plus help my e-commerce store? So that's directly calling out those of you who are dropshipping Spoonflower products through your website or on Etsy. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Remember to go and download the cheat sheet and let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them to the best of my ability. Bye-bye.